Jason, you're not supposed to say couch.
You're not supposed to say what?
Couch.
Why? Who says that?
Sofa. I heard it on this radio show I listened to.
Why? Is couch offensive now?
No, they just think that...
And why are you listening to a radio show that's not her show or mine?
Great question, Jason.
Because I only listen to Sirius.
Strike him down.
Hit him with that.
Ow!
Roll the open.
Every day.
Here we go.
Let's make it a good day. Every day. We do it our own way. Sing it out every day. Yeah, let's make it a good day. Every day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh, yeah.
Now, here's Jason.
It is great to have an audience again. We didn't have an audience yesterday because, oh, I don't know, there was a blizzard here. That's right. Yeah. And by the way, I want to encourage you to stick around because my little suit dance that I did, that's dead. That's right. It's right here because as I do every day, you saw me emerge from my beautiful purple curtain at the top of the show. Now, again, the curtain, I'll give you two fun facts in one. The curtain, the reason it's purple is everybody looks good against purple on television. And number two, it's dedicated to my grandma. That's her favorite color, yeah. And the city where our show is based. But here's the deal. One viewer has a problem / question / situation with how I walk out every day. Her name is Pam. Hi, Pam.
Hi, Pam.
So thank you. Everybody say hi to Pam.
Hi, Pam.
Yeah. Pam writes, perhaps someone could tell Jason to get ready to come out a few minutes earlier. Every day, he's still getting dressed as he walks out. Please allow him time to button his jacket so he is ready. Now, the crew, because they're good people, compiled a list of what Pam is referring to, a series of walkouts where, yes, I button my jacket as I walk out, and Pam, I'm very... There we go. Whoa, we didn't need that nonsense. Anyway, yep, and here I am. So, Pam, this button is for you. Right there. There we go.
Oh, yeah. Too far. Too much.
Too much, Falen?
Too sexy.
Too much? Okay.
Too sexy.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Falen, everybody. Pam. I'm making Pam mad. Anyway, hi, friend.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Can I brag about you a little bit?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I do like people bragging about me.
I know.
Yeah.
This woman right here sitting next to me, everybody. I know she just looks modest, demure, humble. But she was given an Icon Award yesterday. That's right. Yes. A Radio Icon Award. Do we have a photograph? Look at this. There she is. She's you are a radio icon. Yes.
Wow,
Thank you. Thank you. I mean, now you're such a big deal. I'm surprised you could even come to work today. That's right. Yeah.
I am tired because that was a late night and I forgot shoes. I'm literally wearing someone from the morning show's shoes here. Luckily.
Are you kidding me?
No. Shout out to Hannah Flood. I am wearing her shoes today and my feet are so sweaty. So I'm so sorry.
You legit, I didn't know this. You legit forgot shoes?
I did. I was walking around the studio and I found Saquon. I was like, hey, what size shoe do you wear? Does anyone here have an 8? And luckily they opened a drawer of shoes and I'm like, okay, I got to start keeping shoes here. I knew it was going to happen one day because with it snowing, I'm not wearing like dress shoes in.
Yeah.
I wear tennis shoes in. Yeah, but I forgot those. But another thing that is not shown here because it is explicit. My husband won a silent auction item last night. The one thing, I'm in the middle of getting this award, by the way, and he's like, I need your phone. And he's running out to the silent auction, ignoring my moment. And that's why there isn't a single photo of me with my award, by the way, because Jake had my phone out winning.
No!
A huge framed photo of cousin Eddie, and it's autographed saying that you know what's full.
From National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. That is great.
We literally don't have a photo of me with the award, but we have one of Jake holding that, and he's so happy, and he wants to hang it above our bed. I said no. He wants to hang it in his office. So.
Oh well, congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate
yeah,
it.
it was very yes. You deserve it.
Thank you.
I wish I could have been there, but I texted Fallon. I go, I'm honoring you from my couch.
And that's fair.
Right. Yeah.
That's fair.
In my soft pants on my couch.
Yes.
Let's get started, everybody. It's time for the hot dish. Roll it. Here we go. Woo. Hot topics served in a casserole dish. First up, a new name behind the desk. Not this desk. Over a week ago, Lester Holt announced his departure from Ding Ding Dong, the NBC Nightly News, and the network has named his replacement. Tom Lamas will take over the anchor desk. He's 45, currently anchors an hour-long show on NBC News Now, which is their streaming service. Lamas will continue to do that show as well as Nightly News. The anchor started, this is what I love. This is paying your dues. I don't care what business you're in. The anchor started as an overnight production assistant at NBC. He went over to ABC and then back, and as you can see, he's horribly not good to look at. No word yet on when the official switch will happen, but look, this is, what did I say? What did I say when Hoda left?
Yeah.
Then Lester left. I'm not taking anything away from that guy. I think he's a good presenter. It's called read style. I like his read style. But let me just cut through the BS. This is further consolidation. This is removing people who make a ton of money and replacing them with people who are cheaper. Now, like salary-wise, and it's blunt, but it's probably the truth, and it's happening on the national level, and no matter where you're watching us from, trust me, my friends, it's going to happen in the local level. Local, state, yeah. I'm not being mean. It's just, am I right?
The moment you just said, I don't know anything about this person, the moment you said he started as like an overnight whatever, that means he makes significantly less, because that means he's built his way up in the same place. You know what this is like in your job. If you go to a different company, they'll offer you more money, but if you build your way up in your own, it's like little tiny increments. That is how it is. So, yep. It's crazy that it's like that.
And these contracts with these anchors, guys, they're huge, and they're a huge thing on the bottom line. And when NBC, Universal and Paramount, when they're all looking to cut stuff, it's like, which overpaid anchor can we slice?
Sad but true. Sad but true.
It's sad but true. And again, I'm not taking anything. He deserves it.
Yeah.
The guy is great.
Worked hard.
Worked hard, and I love that.
He's probably underpaid, honestly.
I'm sure he is. and the proof is in the fact that they're still making him do other stuff other than Nightly News. Because trust me, in this business, I do know the business. Back in the day, girl, they wouldn't ask Tom Brokaw to do anything else. Tom would do Nightly News and be back in his penthouse in New York. You know what I mean? They wouldn't make him do Dateline. Lester did, but that was the slow rolling change that you're going to see. Next in the dish, Parker's comeback. TV fans are obsessed with Parker Posey's character on the new season of The White Lotus. So speaking of NBC, she stopped by the Today Show Wednesday and talked about her legendary Southern accent on the show. Watch this.
It starts with the dialogue. There are such funny words in, like, I love tsunami, Buddhism, you know, and Mike White is just hilarious. So, you know, when I was working on the Chris Guest movies, this will make you laugh. Chris and I would joke and we'd go, no, no, and which turned into like, Piper, no. And then it, you know, we just played on that. So
That clip is everywhere, everybody. That clip is everywhere, edited on TikTok. Tsunami. Parker grew up in Louisiana and Mississippi, but changed her accent a little bit because the character's from North Carolina. And I saw another interview with Parker that she went down to North Carolina and hung out in all of the places where the rich socialites would hang out, and she listened to what their accents are like. And I saw some women on TikTok from North Carolina, and they said she landed it. Like, that's the accent.
Do you know, so I go down like the rabbit hole all the time on TikTok where I'm looking for different conspiracy theories on the season. You know, the new one that I saw about her character, that she knows, she already knew that her husband's gonna get this, like, you know, get in trouble with the FBI. So
money laundering.
So she was never planning on leaving, like, Thailand, and like she mentions the Cayman Islands. They're like, this woman already has offshore accounts ready. She still has, because you know she has money waiting. They'll be fine. But she already knew this was going to happen because she's a lot smarter than she's letting on.
Oh, that's a good theory.
That's a good theory. I don't know.
love this show. You can catch up on HBO and Max. Sticking with Parker Posey, look. We showed that, so we got to talk about this. Can you believe it's been 25 years since Best in Show, which Parker was on? Yeah. Busy bee!
Oh my gosh!
She reminisced about making the movie. Watch this.
What do you remember about working on that movie in particular?
How I remember the poodle that Jennifer Coolidge and Jane Lynch had was fired. Yeah, she was behaving badly. And somewhere I have a tape, because I filmed the poodle auditions at the Seven Place Hotel in Toronto. That stands out. And also just, you know, laughing at everyone else as they're working. We like huddle and watch the monitors. You know, it's improvised, so what you're bringing happens live. Okay. So, and it takes like just a few minutes to shoot. So it was a great joy to be a part of those movies.
It's a great joy to watch. To me, Best in Show is one of the best comedies of all time. Forget it, stupid hotel manager. Anyway, if you've seen the movie, you'll get that line. Anyway, we have a lot more to come. We'll be right back. Back in a moment, everybody. You've seen Best in the Show, haven't you? Welcome back, everybody. Show. Well, much to the delight of our producer Bjorn, double duty for Lady Gaga this weekend. Lady Gaga is hosting and she's the musical guest for Saturday Night Live. Yeah. Thank you. And SNL released the first teaser on Wednesday. I haven't seen this yet. Let's look at this.
Hey, Taylor, can I order a breakfast sandwich? Thanks.
Andrew Dismukes is ordering a breakfast sandwich at 2 p.m.
Oh, hey, Lady Gaga.
Hey.
I'm sorry, what is she doing?
She says this is her process.
Oh, hey, what's up, guys?
Devin Walker is taking a big swing with a new hat.
Okay, this is her process.
Heidi Gardner steps out of her office, trying to pretend she isn't sleeping here, but we all know she is here.
Y'all know I'm sleeping here?
Yeah,
do. It's sad.
Always have. Mm-hmm.
And the question is, why?
And the answer is bed bugs.
She has bed bugs.
Good night.
Oh, By the way, Lady Gaga's new album, Mayhem, comes out Friday at midnight. And just so you guys know, Bjorn is already...
He took the day off.
This is no joke. Our producer, Bjorn, took the day off because he loves Gaga that much.
I love it for him.
I love it. He took a vacation day. He's staying up. I love when, I love when someone loves something that much and he loves her that much.
Truly. Yeah. A little monster to the max.
That's right. More Hot Edition. I'm heading to Hollywood. Audience, joining me live from the Hollywood Raw podcast. Give it up for Dax Holt. Hi, Dax.
Hello. Good morning. How are you?
Morning. Dax, did you take tomorrow off for Lady Gaga's new album?
I did not. But I was thinking that as you were talking about it, I'm like, there's not a bigger talent than Lady Gaga when it comes to acting, music. She really just crushes it.
Yeah, right now, I mean, they're no one comparable. You guys touched on a hot topic this week, continues to be the Oscars. Talk to me.
Yeah, well, we like all the things that you didn't see on TV. Like for us, our podcast likes to pull back the curtain on Hollywood. So we like to talk about all the things that, when you're watching the Oscars, you either didn't know about or you could find out about a little bit later once you listen to us. But one of the big things is the prices for the tickets to get to the Oscars, because that is one of the most exclusive events in Hollywood. Adam actually has worked with a high-end ticket broker before, and he said, look, those tickets, because you can't just get them, there's some people that are super rich that they want the tickets and they will reach out to this ticket broker. You want to take a guess how much per ticket if you did not get an invite yourself?
Let's see here. $2,000.
Maybe you want to go up a little bit.
5,000.
Like a little more.
7,000.
Let's keep going up.
20,000.
$60,000 a ticket. No joke.
What?
So this ticket broker is like, look, I've got people reaching out. It is an impossible ticket to get, and they are willing to pay $60,000 a ticket. And this is not for, hey, you get to sit next to Lady Gaga. This is you are up in, the nosebleeds up there. But to be in this auditorium for something like this is, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Not only that, when you go down to the bar, you're standing next to Meryl Streep. You're standing next to Timothée Chalamet, and you're getting drinks. And so it's an opportunity that most people aren't given, and only the rich will get to experience it.
Yeah, and also, I saw a TikToker do this. Most of us who haven't been there, you have. It literally is in a shopping mall. I mean, the center, right? I mean, I always crack
It
up.
is. I mean, granted, the whole shopping mall was basically built around it. So you've got, the Chinese, the Grauman's Theater next door. Then you've got Kodak, which is this monstrous theater. And then they put like an outdoor mall around the whole thing because it really brings a lot of people into town. But it's also not in a nice area. Like, it's...
No.
Yes, you have the Walk of Fame, but I wouldn't recommend people walk down the street at night around that area. Anyway, we loved that, and then there were some other just fun notes. Like, I love the fact that Timothée Chalamet was sitting next to his girlfriend, Kylie Jenner, for the whole show, and they keep showing them, like, kissing, and then when it was his moment, and they went to him for the Best Actor, she actually switched spots with his mom. And I just thought that was really cool that his mom was actually sitting next to him. He didn't win the award, but had he won, it was his mom that was there that would have got that camera shot with him in that
I
moment.
like, out of all the behind-the-scenes fun facts that I've heard, that's my favorite. I love that she did that.
Right? I love it.
Yeah. Well, also, we're out of time, but listen, because Dax goes into, is the Oscars losing its sheen? Is it too long? Dish about Adrian Brody. Actually, we got just word, Adrian Brody just wrapped up his speech. It just wrapped up. Jeff it just ended.
I think my favorite part wasn't even the speech stuff. It was the fact that Halle Berry came and kissed him on the red carpet. If you remember, like years ago when he kissed her, they kind of redid that moment. I thought it would have been funny had he won. He went through the audience and found her.
Yes.
That would have made me laugh.
But that damn thing was long enough. We didn't need him to stretch it out anymore. Give it up for Dax, everybody. Subscribe to the Hollywood Raw podcast. Hit that subscribe button wherever you get your podcasts. Well, let's move on to the hot dish. Next, we're talking TV. I just binged, I just binged a great true crime series. Mom, listen up, that I have to talk about. It's called, maybe some of you have already watched it. It's called The Fox Hollow Murders. Playground of a serial killer. The four episode series on Hulu looks at the mysterious deaths of men, mainly gay men, in the early to mid 90s in and around Indianapolis, Indiana. And just when you think the case is solved, a new character, we'll call him, raises new questions.
Not many people live to tell about their involvement with the serial killer.
Now, let me tell you a very, very interesting story, okay?
How does one man drag all these people into the woods?
None of this makes any sense.
Was there an accomplice?
Everything we know about this case comes from you.
Absolutely. Let's not do that.
Ooh, I'm sorry.
Never before a face-to-face interview with the camera.
Why now?
Let me ask you, what do you think? Am I the evil culprit, the accomplice? I'd like to know how the audience views me.
What?
Now, let me tell you, I could talk about this for a while. I lived in Indianapolis in 1996 when the majority of this took place. I have been to the bars. I have been to the main bar, which is now called Greg's. I can't remember what it used to be called, many, many times with my friends. I'm on a group chat with my high school friends, and I texted the girls yesterday, and I said, oh my God, have you guys seen this? Because some of them still live in Indianapolis. And one of my friends said, yeah, and she has a group photo of us in that bar, in one of the bars, and behind us is the pole covered in missing men posters. Because let me just tell you, again, there's so much to talk about, but back in those days, and I'm not just, don't email me, I lived it, you don't need to tell me, I'm from there. This was in some ways really swept under the rug, forgotten, not made a priority, strictly because the victims were gay men. And you can't tell me any different. I was there, you weren't. I lived there, you didn't. And, or maybe you did. Hi, Indiana. But, and it was horrible. The remains found at this house, at this estate, according to investigators, the human remains found in the back of this mansion is second only to the human remains found at the World Trade Center. And some of these victims have still not been identified, so therefore there's no closure for the families. And you're left, I won't tell you exactly what happens, but the gentleman, not the guy with the teeth, but the other guy, but the main suspect, I won't tell you why, will never get answers. But what this docu-series does very well, bravo to ABC. You know, usually Netflix does these really well. This is really well done. Anyway, they tell, it's not just sensational, they really tell you the story of who some of these men were. And it's not just using them to get a trailer like that. You learn about this mother who never saw her son after just a normal Sunday afternoon in Indianapolis. You meet this sister who will never see her brother again. And then you meet other family members who won't ever get closure. They think they know what happened because their loved ones are on the posters that I stood in front of for a picture, but they don't know for sure because there's still not enough resources, and the people are trying. I'll tell the current county sheriffs, they are trying, but my goodness, it's devastating all the way around.
I have so many questions because, you know, usually when there's like something like this based on true story, I like immediately look up and see if anyone was charged. So you say there are suspects, but no one went to actual prison for this?
Yeah, I'll just tell. I mean, look, it's in the news. It's not a spoiler alert. It's not a TV show. The Baumeister, the main guy, took death by, well, that's even kind of question. He is no longer on the planet.
Okay.
The guy that owned Fox Hollow Farms, the estate. And I have driven by there. I know that area, and these men were never seen after going allegedly to this house. You would go down in the basement, and this guy had mannequins placed around the pool like they were at like the mannequins were at a party. I mean, that's just one layer, right, Aaron? I mean, there's so many layers of just nutter butterness with the story. So you guys got to watch it. It's on Hulu, 4 parts. It's worth it. And let me say to the families, God bless you. God bless you all. And I hope you eventually get the answers you deserve.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they deserve it. Closure at the very least. We'll be right back, everybody. Back in a moment. You gotta watch it. Remember in the pandemic when we were all making bread? Yeah, well, it was still hard to do. Stephanie Hansen is coming up in just a little bit with a bread recipe she says is so easy, even I could do it. Plus, they are the craziest, most nutter butter stories we could find. It's head-scratching headlines when The Jason Show continues. Making your own bread at home takes patience, precision, skill. But if you're looking for an easier bread recipe, there's one that's, she's claiming, virtually fail-proof. And it's perfect for St. Patrick's Day later this month. Here to show us how to make it, give it up for Stephanie Hansen.
Hi, guys.
Hi, sweetie.
Hello.
How you doing?
All right. I am good. How are you?
I'm good. What is this?
This is called soda bread.
Oh.
I made this morning.
You did not make it already this morning.
You see this? It's actually kind of warm still. You see this little cute little loaf here?
Yeah.
This is made with no yeast. It is primarily made with baking soda as the leavening agent.
That's it?
Yes. And
yeah.
I don't know why, but people in Ireland make this. I tried to find out.
You're questioning the good people of Ireland?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's very easy to do. Are you ready?
Well, I just love that, you know, some of us, I mean, I did a radio show, but some of us, we've barely had our coffee by the time we're watching the show. You've made bread, for heaven's sake. I mean, that's
But it doesn't take long. It literally comes together super fast. So I have 3 cups of flour.
Okay.
And you can use all white flour, or if you have some wheat, you can mix it in half and half.
Bread flour?
Yeah. You can use all-purpose too. This is not a fussy recipe.
Okay.
Okay. Then I have baking soda.
Okay.
And I have some baking powder. The baking soda is 2 teaspoons and the baking powder is a tablespoon.
The recipe will be up later.
Correct. So here's the hardest part of this whole recipe. You take like cold butter and you cut it into little chunks.
Okay.
Okay, so I know that this is not hard, but that's because this recipe is not hard. That's the hardest thing we have to do here.
Yeah, so far there hasn't been one thing that you've done.
Can you finish cutting my little butter chunks
I would love
friend?
to. Nothing would make me happier.
Okay, so once you get your butter chunkies, you're just gonna get them with the back of a fork, kind of press down a little smaller.
I do this, this is what I do, yeah.
This is how you make
Y'all
your
don't have to forking. It's fine. This is what I do with biscuits.
Yeah, exactly.
I do the same thing.
You just kind of mush it back with your fork and get those little bundles broken up.
Don't you want them basically like pea size, right? Yeah.
Okay, so we're not even like, it's pretty much done.
And that is what you consider that's the hardest part?
Yep.
Oh,
okay,
wow.
now we have 2 cups of buttermilk.
Okay.
Okay, buttermilk also helps leaven the bread. So I've got my little Stursby here to get this stirred up.
That's your, you named that a best thing ever.
It is
a couple seasons ago.
This guy makes it in Minnesota. It is just like, it's just like, it's a spoon, it's a spatula. I swear. I bought like 4 of them because I'm afraid he's gonna die. I know.
Stephanie, let's not wish for the guy. Let's not put that out into the universe.
I hope not.
I hope he's not watching, for heaven's sake. Hi, sir, we hope you don't die.
I think he's kind of older, so I don't know. I just panic because I love this thing so much.
God, I love you.
Okay, sorry.
No.
Okay,
are you kidding me? Where can people? Oh, I'll ask later. Okay, yeah.
Okay. So now we've got our shaggy dough in here, right?
Yeah.
We've only got a couple of minutes left.
It's fine, 2 minutes. We can do it.
It's not going to take us
and
long.
oh, I'm glad that you said that, because I was going to say, just like biscuit, you said shaggy. Do not worry if the dough doesn't look complete, like come together, right?
Yes. All we're going to do is just like get it into a loose ball. So we're not even really kneading it. We're just kind of forming, right?
That looks good.
Yeah. It's
Like that
so
dough-
easy, you guys.
That
Okay?
has come together well.
Yep.
Because
So
this is my least favorite part, is wondering if the dough has come out well. You know what I mean?
It looks
Yeah.
great.
It looks great.
Okay, and like literally, you just are gonna knead it a tiny bit.
Not a lot?
Nope. And we're just getting it into a rough ball.
Okay.
Okay.
A rough ball.
Rough balls. We're putting it in our baking vessel.
Okay.
We're gonna-
What's the baking vessel of choice?
Cast iron or La Creuset, or these are my vintage dance pots that I'm obsessed with.
Yeah. I love your new glasses, by the way. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Okay, so it's in here. She's
With
ready.
parchment paper. You
I
would
did
suggest
put
the parchment paper?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, you can use a sharp knife, or this is called a lathe,
Okay.
and we're cutting an X into it. We're gonna bake it in the oven 35 to 40 minutes at 375. Can you see? That's it.
That's it?
Yes.
I can make bread.
You can.
Yeah.
And you don't need yeast, you don't need rising time.
Oh my God.
Look at the crumb.
Yeah.
Can you see that?
Here, put it down here. Here,
Okay.
right there. Look at that. Look
Do
at
you want jelly or do you want
Yeah, yeah.
peanut butter?
What?
Do you want jelly or peanut butter?
Oh, peanut butter, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here, give me your little...
I sounded really desperate there, didn't I? Oh, may I have
some
please,
peanut
sir?
butter, please?
Please, sir. Is that natural peanut butter? That's
Yes.
Oh, okay, of course it is. Yeah.
Come on, you know who I am.
I know.
Only the best.
I'm a choosy mom. I choose Jif.
Oh, I like Jif too, actually.
Mm.
I know, it's just like warm, comforting, easy. I know, it's super delicious and super easy. You could have it with soup. Like, there you go. That's it. That's
This
all
would be
you need
really
to
good with
make.
chili.
Yes, yes, yes.
Just saying.
I'm
This
so
is great
excited.
stuff, Arup. Give it up for Steph, everybody. She's going to come back, though. We'll put this recipe, we'll put this whole segment on our socials a little bit later, and the recipe on Stephanie'sDish.com. But Stephanie's not back. She's here, and we're going to lend her to you. It's Ask Stephanie when we come back.
All right.
Let's make
Yeah.
It's bad dancing on the Jason Show.
That's right. We all, Stephanie knows all when it comes to cooking, and she's sharing her knowledge with you. It's time for audience. Give it up for Ask Stephanie, everybody. That's right, yeah. Okay, I know.
I do not know it all. Jeff,
Yeah.
producer Jeff knows it all.
Okay, really quick, a pull back the curtain moment. Executive producer Jeff stands right behind the camera. So if you ever see me go like look to one direction, I'm getting direction from our fearless leader. And he has these whiteboards, audience, which sometimes gives me instructions. Like if I forget something, okay? So and he usually writes big. Well, this time he wrote about the soda bread. It became popular during the potato famine in the 19th century. Like, I can read that from over there. Like, look how, and then I've never said potato famine in 10 years of the show. Now I've said it twice. There we go. Yeah, thank you, Jeff.
He did highlight the other reason, though, and it is a big reason, is
The soda bread?
cheap.
It's cheap, yeah.
It's cheap. It's
You ready? You ready for some questions?
I hope so.
The first one is from Kay. Hi, Kay. She writes, hey, Stephanie, can parchment paper be used for meats as well? Also, are there any bad chemicals in it that can be leaked into the food?
No, it can be used for meat. I'm sure there's natural parchment paper that's brown that probably has less chemicals than the white treated paper. But yeah, you can use it for meats. I'm not quite sure like what kind of meaty thing you're doing. Maybe you're wrapping it to keep the steam in the meat.
Yeah.
Like if you're doing a pork shoulder, but yes, you can use it for meat.
Meat's safe. There you go, Kay. Okay, let's move to Dawn. Oh, this is a good one. Hi, Dawn.
Hi, Dawn.
She writes, hey, Stephanie, what is the best way to melt chocolate?
Oh boy, this is a complicated question.
It is?
Well, because you have to temper the chocolate if you're going to be using it for making like fancy chocolates, and that has a certain amount of time of cold and hot and mixing everything together so that it stays glossy. The microwave is probably your best friend in chocolate situations.
It is?
Yes, but don't microwave it too much because then you lose that glossy factor. So in the long and short of the question is it depends on the use. For general use, a microwave is fine. Under microwave it, stir, let it come up to, you know, temperature a little bit, see what you got before you put it in again.
Because I always see the professionals on Great British Bake Off get a pan of water and then put the bowl over the pan of water and then stir.
Yes. Now, if you're making brownies, who cares? Because you don't need them to be glossy. But if you're making like fine chocolates or you're making a ganache, yes, the glossy factor matters, and that's when you would temper the chocolate. That's the complicated answer.
Get on it. I got it. There we go. Let's go to Marie. Thank you. I'm here all week, folks. This one's from Marie. Hey, Stephanie. If a recipe calls for wine, what type of wine should I use? Actually, that's a fantastic question.
Well, Marie, any wine you're drinking. The same wine that you'd cook with is the wine that you would drink with. Now, if you're one of these people, anytime you have leftover wine, you can put it in like a ice cube tray and make little cubes of wine so that when you're cooking, you just pop one out and throw it out into your dish.
Shiver me timbers. That's fantastic.
There you go. I never have leftover wine, so it's always the wine I'm drinking. I know you can't imagine that.
Never. Give it up for Stephanie Hansen, everybody. All of her recipes, send to stephaniesdish.com. And support my friend. Watch new episodes of Taste Buds on Fox Local. We'll be right back.
No wine's left over.
No wine. Welcome back to the show. We're so glad you're here. Well, they are the offbeat stories that make us go like this. Scooby? The Jason Show research team is always looking for weird but true headlines for a good laugh. Audience, we put it together in a segment called Head Scratching Headlines. Here we go, everybody. I love that monkey. First up, you ready, Fallon?
I am, yes.
Straight now, and also I don't read these ahead of time, so we're doing this Saturday Night Live style. It's Michael Che and Colin Farrell here. Here we go.
Jost.
Jost, not Colin Farrell. Yeah, here we go. First up, straight out of a safari, a giraffe was spotted in the back of a truck outside of Detroit.
What?
People in Michigan. No. People in Michigan had a lot of questions about this photo, wondering if it was real or if it was a prank. Turns out the driver is a taxidermist. And he was commissioned to get the animal mounted for a museum.
Why wasn't it covered or something? If it's going to a museum. Okay.
You idiots. Ladies and gentlemen, that's our next fast food field trip. Right there, yeah.
You guys didn't even open the sunroof for him?
I know.
That's crazy.
Like you said, why didn't they put a tarp on that poor thing?
It's going to a museum?
I know it's dead, but I mean, out of respect.
Well, yeah, but I'm just in general, the museum, why would they want like a dirty giraffe?
I know.
That's weird.
Could you imagine going through Taco Bell with that thing in your back? Yeah, anyway. Next, it might be the world's most expensive snack.
Oh.
A Cheeto just sold at auction for almost $88,000.
Why?
There were 60 bids on the snack. Good question, Fallon. Why? Well, the reason? It's shaped like a beloved Pokemon character called Charizard. Yeah. It's being dubbed Cheetozard, and was discovered. The audience just does not know how to react to this.
Why would they?
It was discovered and preserved sometime between 2018 and 2022.
Why do some people have so...
Stop it.
Oh, my God. How much would that go for?
That Cheeto went for $27.50. That one, yeah. I'd be lucky to get $27.50, actually. Yeah.
Why do some people have so much money and some have such a little amount? I don't understand.
I know.
Someone spent that much money on a Cheeto?
Well, and the fact, there was a woman many years ago on Johnny Carson that collected potato chips shaped like people, and and she came on Carson, and Carson messed with her. So you're the woman, and I'm Carson. She goes, "This is a potato chip like Yogi Bear," and then he goes, "Oh yeah," and he goes, "Oh, Ed," and she went to look at Ed, and he pulled out a thing of potato chips and took a bite of it, and scared that poor woman to death. It was
God.
Next.
That poor woman.
I know. Next, only the finest amenities at a beachside hotel for a wild gray seal. A guest at a hotel in the Netherlands returned to her room only to find a surprise guest. Yeah, she accidentally left the door open and the seal slipped in while she was away. When she came back, she woke up the sleeping seal, causing it to be quite grumpy. A rescue team was able to move the seal to a safer place. Can you blame the seal?
I'm grumpy when someone wakes me up from a nap, too.
I know, and I kind of look like a seal when I'm sleeping. Yeah.
No, you don't.
Next, well, here's a sentence I've never read on a TV show before. Hey, folks, have you ever wondered what a mummy smells like?
No.
Fallon, have you? No? Well, researchers have been studying 9 mummies, some as old as 5,000 years old, and they use what they described as trained human sniffers to study the scent, and apparently they smell kind of good. Yeah. Researchers say they smell quote, woody, spicy, and a little sweet. Mostly due to resins and oils such as pine, cedar, and juniper.
Oh, actually, that sounds nice.
Oh, stop it. Stop it with this.
I want some O'Day mummy. Oh.
We have a lot of time on our hands on our staff. And again, the studio audience just doesn't quite know what to do with these stories. I know.
It's bizarre. It is.
Aaron, bring the liquor cart in a little early tomorrow. Yeah. Anyway, in my life, I've never thought to myself, what does a mummy smell like?
No, never. But I have fallen for the videos. Have you seen these where it's like, oh my gosh, they got the first audio recording of what this pharaoh sounded like, and I'm like, oh my God. Obviously, there was no recording devices around this time, guys. I fall for it every time. and then I'll be listening and waiting, and then it'll just be like, oh yeah. And every time I fall for it every time. And I'm always like, what does it sound like? And then, oh yeah. I'm like, okay. Or it'll be like, yes, or something. It makes me laugh.
Oh God, we'll be right back. Back in a moment, everybody. Head scratching headlines. Oh yeah. Please, send me one. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to everyone celebrating with us in our audience for our birthday club. They get that exclusive sash, and we treat you real nice. Thanks to our partner, Home Furniture. Don't we, Fallon? We treat the birthday club real nice.
We try to.
That's right. We'll be right back after this. Back in a moment. We didn't even get to TV today in the hot dish. Tomorrow, our watch club will tell you what we're watching. What's the show that we didn't get to today that you are loving that I'm not watching yet?
It's Running Point.
What is that?
Running Point. I keep forgetting the name of it. I keep calling it the basketball movie with Kate Hudson.
Oh.
Our TV show on Netflix. It's Mindy Kaling, is one of the writers. It stars Kate Hudson, has Brenda Song, has a ton of people you know in it, and it's very funny.
And for you, and we'll talk about it tomorrow. Guess what I started?
What?
Megan Sussex show on Netflix, yeah.
The more and more I watch, it is just getting shredded. It's just getting ripped apart. You're going to be mean, aren't you?
No, I will come at it with peace and love.
Okay.
I will come at it.
Peace and with love?
Peace and comma love.
Yes,
that's right,
Megan.
yeah. Tomorrow on the show, he's the host of Lux for Less on HGTV. Michael Boyd Smith is joining us, sharing his expertise in budget hacks for your next home project. So that's going to be great. A great way to end the week. But right now, that's going to do it for us. If you are watching, dear friends, and you are a kid that is being bullied, go out there and be yourself, because nobody can tell you you're doing it wrong. Thanks to this audience. Thanks to you watching. Make it a great day, everybody. We'll see you then.